What made me decide to get my designations or start on that whole process was I was looking for a way to differentiate myself from my competition. As we all know, it's a competitive world out there, and it's hard for buyers to know the difference between builders. And I want to communicate that I'm educated and committed to my craft and to this business. And by getting certifications and advanced certifications, it does set me apart with a third-party verification. Well, there's a number of ways that I've benefited from my designations and from the experience of getting the designation. One is that it does differentiate me from my competition just by virtue of the credentials. I've had clients ask, what do those letters mean? And it allows me, an entree to explain some of the advanced training, the in-depth building sciences, the business courses, some of the numerous different angles and depth that's available through the training that comes with the designation. Another big benefit of the designation and the whole process of the designation is networking with other builders. I can tell you that was priceless with the certified green building professional. I was in one of the first classes, and it was, we had 60-something participants. We had architects and builders from all over the world, and to be able to, the course was good, but the crosstalk was phenomenal. It was worth 10 times the price. By being able to talk to builders that have used other products, that have done things in other markets and have been successful with it over a long period of time, it eased my comfort level in using more advanced products in my own market. The course typically goes at least a day, some of them 2 days. And at the breaks, you go to lunch with some of your peers. Some builders, they may or may not be from your market, but you're able to knock around ideas, criticize a curriculum if you want to, and figure out what works for you and what doesn't. And that's the key to this whole thing is, you'll spend a day or two in any one class, and you're going to walk out of there with nuggets for sure. There's going to be some stuff that just doesn't apply to you. Leave it there. You're going to have the book to go back to if you want to. And you're also going to have the names of some of the guys that participated with you if you need to call a friend or to bounce an idea off of them. Each class is different. But what I have found is, first, you have a great instructor. The instructor usually has a background in the coursework that they're training in. They certainly have been certified in order to train that. But then the real benefit usually is being there with your peers and being able to ask questions. It's a great format, there's good material, but by being able to dig into the real crux of whatever the issue is, whether it's green building or business management or cost control, you get other perspective of other builders, which, a lot of builders are sole proprietors, they're lone rangers, they're isolated. And yes, we have an association, but people tend not to share in that environment. What I find is in the classes, people are willing to open up and share, and you get the benefit of somebody else's experience, or better yet, somebody else's failure, and you don't have to make the same mistake. Look, I believe in the value of the designation. I love the third-party credibility. I love the marketing aspect of the designations. But the truth is, sometimes it's hard to pull myself away from my business. And oftentimes I walk in a little resistant or thinking that this is going to be a waste of time. And I'm consistently surprised that I always leave there with value. It's always worth the time that I've invested. My advice to any builder and remodeler is, if you haven't started, get started now. The great news is the National Association of Home Builders is behind this. The Greater Houston Builders Association is one of the strongest in the nation behind the education. So you're in a great place to be able to take advantage of all this has been created for you. And the market's heating up. You're going to need a way to differentiate yourself, and the other benefit is that you may find some things that are going to save you money. Look, the real reason I did this was to be more effective at what I do. I want to be the best in the business. And the designation, the courses have allowed me to sharpen that edge, to learn things both from a business standpoint as well as a technical standpoint that have saved me a lot of money. And look, we're all in this to make money and to make a difference. And I found it to be a great tool to help me to accomplish both.